Hello, guys. How's it going? Oh, how's everybody doing out there? We got Chad's here. What's up, Chad? I'm finally here on a Sunday night. Been missing a bunch of them lately. See if I can get this thing where I want it. Anybody do anything exciting this weekend or this last week? I haven't gotten much done video-wise or streaming or anything else. Get on the magic box. Once again, no matter how much I plan ahead, I still have to make adjustments when I get in here. It's amazing. I need to do this earlier. Working on your motorcycle? Oh, cool. Nice. I've been seeing quite a few out lately. Of course, with the weather getting good. Kind of giving me the urge to get one, but better not. Probably not going to happen. What all you doing to it? Got 3 people. Yay. Hello, all 3 people. I need to figure out something with that glare in my glasses. Jesus. I just took the Challenger out for about 20 minutes earlier for the first time in like 4 days. It's been sitting in the garage. So that was fun, but I had to get home and do this. So take a quick little cruise around town times and came home. And Becky, what's up, Becky? Hey. New battery, oil change, training, final drive. Oh, yeah. So you'd be all ready. Cool. So what's going on, Becky? We got Becky, we got Chad, we got some more people, but they're not talking yet. I wonder if Chaos Adventures will be in to tell us that Mopars are crap. I'm sure he will. Yeah, starting to see lots more bite. We've had a little delay in our spring here. It's been a little bit, a couple of nice days, but we've had a couple of weeks here of it not being real nice. But today was real nice, except as usual for this time of year, it was windy. Mopars are crap. Hello, Becky, and Mopars are crap. I got the Challenger all cleaned up, and I got I clay barred it. First time I've ever done that, or not clay barred it. I used that clay, speed clay thing from Mothers. A little snow the other day. Damn. And then I used the ceramic coating from Turtle Wax, which I've heard lots of good things about. There's been lots of YouTube reviews, and Mean B392, I really respect, uses it and likes it, so I thought I'd give it a try, and it is fantastic stuff. Very, very nice. We'll see how long it lasts, hopefully. Got the Tesla cleaned up today. It's got all the damn bug. I've gone through a whole bottle of that bug remover stuff, that Rain-X bug remover on that car just in the last like 2 weeks. Oh, shit, Becky. Yeah, I've got some scratches on mine that I think are from a cat that was in the garage. There's some scratches on the hood and on one of the A-pillars, and I swear I don't know what else it could be. It had to have been, there's a cat that goes in there sometimes if I leave the door open. I hate having to close the door every single time even if I'm going in the house for 10 minutes, I really don't want to close the garage door, but I guess I should. Yep, I think that probably happened, Becky. Damn, that sucks. So pretty bad scratches, huh? On the roof. It's a matter, I think, on my on the hood and on the A-pillar on the driver's side. Sure, they're cat scratches. I didn't witness it, but it just has to be. That's terrible. Sorry to hear that. We haven't had any snow in a while, but we did have some cold rain and icy kind of that sleet, not sleet, but that grapple, the stuff that looks like styrofoam that comes out of the air. We had some of that. Come with the Tesla. I could. That's a good idea. That's perfect. That electric grease for the Tesla. What's up, Spencer? How's it going? Woke up just in time for the stream. Awesome. Good timing. Thanks for being here, man. Oh, so you had some, man, that's terrible. What's up, Spencer? Becky, that hurts just to hear about. It's hitting me right in the heart just hearing about it. I hate that kind of stuff. There's a couple neighborhood cats, and one of them, I left the garage door open for an hour or two, probably about a month ago now. Actually, Kim left it open, but it went in there, and one of them went in there and peed. So you know how that smell, the cat pee thing. It's really hard to get out. It is gone now, thank God. But for a couple days, it was overwhelming. It really sucked. I was trying everything to figure out where he did it, first of all, and also trying to come up with some ways to repel the cats from the yard. They like our yard. And I like cats. I got nothing against cats, but I don't want other people's cats coming in my yard and peeing on stuff and scratching stuff and all that. Oh, man, that sucks. But yeah, they do scratch stuff. It's amazing how strong their nail. They will scratch your paint and everything else. Like I said, on mine, I didn't see it happen, but I don't know what else it could be. And there was like paw prints up there and stuff. There's another couple scratches, which I think was a branch that fell on it when I parked at the mall. I parked way the hell out, from the front doors as far away as I could get, but I was a little bit under a tree. And when I came out, there was a not small, but medium-ish sized kind of branch laying on the ground. And I feel like I didn't notice till I think it was a week or so later, or maybe several days or whatever, that the car was scratched up. And I started thinking back, I wonder if that branch fell out of there, scratched it, rolled over. I didn't realize it hit the car at the time. Well, I have a dog, but she's indoors most of the time. And when she is out there, the cats run away, but they just come right back. And you can hear them out there out in the yard at night, making their sounds and all that stuff. Lucky you feed the strays, so it's your fun. Yeah, I have a tendency to do that too. Any stray animals, like, oh, I wonder if it's hungry. It's probably hungry. I better get it something to eat. Then they want to hang out. Motley 392 is in the house. What's up? Got a nice little crowd building up. This is cool. We've only been in for a few minutes. That's always nice. I've been working a lot. I actually got overtime last week, which is nice. Tired, as usual. Every Sunday night I come in here like tired. Oh, boy, that will keep you busy, Molly, getting a puppy. That's what we thought, We can't really get a puppy. We don't have none of us have time to train it and all that stuff, so everyone's in and out of the house so much, it would be unfair to the dog, and also we just wouldn't have time to. It would be a disaster. We have that old dog. She's really old, and she's very, very well behaved and trained many, many years ago. She's like 14 or 15 now or something. So, yeah, that is that wonderful sound of the cats making sweet love in the yard. I feel like you should call the cops or something, like someone's being assaulted. One of the neighbor's cats, it's a long-haired cat, and they have it cut like a poodle. So it's got the poofy things around the legs, and then it's got the head. Anyway, it looks like the tail, the end of the tail's poofy, and the rest of it's all shaved off, and it's hilarious looking. Otis, that's a good name. I like that name. It makes me think of Otis on Andy Griffith's show, the guy that was always in the jail. If you've ever seen that show. Good old Otis. Chad, always funny. What a great sound. Yes, that is a beautiful, it's a lovely sound, especially at, 3:30 in the morning. It's great. Nothing's better. You got the windows open and yeah. Yeah, I like that show too. We watch quite a bit. I've seen every episode of that show many, many times, but I've always enjoyed that show. No matter how old and corny and everything it is, it's still fun to watch. It's still funny all these years later, decades later, it still make you laugh. You think of Otis from the Thousand Corpses, a little different. Yeah, I like a lot of the old shows. I like new stuff too, but get your job back so you get to drive every day. Woohoo! Nice. Yeah, I bet you missed that. I filled the tank up in the Challenger last weekend, and it's still on full. I've only driven it like 10 miles the whole week, so that's kind of unusual for me. I've been busy, and then the weather sucked, and I was doing that ceramic coating and everything on it. So it was in the garage, and I didn't want to pull it out into the rain or anything like that, obviously. Time to cure. So it had plenty of times. It ended up having like 4 or 5 days to cure instead of one. But yeah, I'm paranoid to get it out unless it's really nice because I spent literally like 12 hours working on that thing, maybe more. It'll get dirty eventually, I know, but just want it to stay nice for a little while. The Andy Griffith show went downhill when Don Knotts left. It wasn't as good after that, but all the ones with Barney on them are great. We have a few go-to Netflix shows. That's one of them, and then Cheers and Frasier and 70s Show. There's a few things that I'll just pretty much turn on anytime and watch them because it's always funny. I watched Waco last weekend, the whole thing, like over a couple days. That was disturbing to say the least. I mean, I remember when that happened and everything in real life, but it makes you wary of your government when you watch things like that. So I highly recommend Waco if anybody wants something to watch. I always like true stuff. I'm not that into the fiction thing, kind of, but I also was talking a few weeks ago about Homicide Hunter because my dad's been on that show a few times, and I was talking about it, and I realized I haven't watched very many episodes, so I ended up watching over the last month or so. I think I've watched the whole series on Hulu. And it's pretty good too. I'm from Colorado Springs, so it's all kind of relevant to. I remember a lot of that stuff. Knight Rider before the Super Pursuit. Yeah, Knight Rider was very realistic until they just took it too far, didn't they? I miss the old they were still unrealistic, and we've talked about this before, and I've even made a video about it. Some of the old car chase movies and car movies and all that, even though they were all pretty far fetched, a lot of that stuff you couldn't do without destroying the car basically almost immediately. But the old ones aren't too bad. You can suspend reality a little bit to watch some of that stuff. Some of the new stuff's just ridiculous. Like, okay, there's no way in hell that would ever happen. It's impossible. It can't happen. Okay. Spencer, you changed your name from Beta. Okay. I didn't win that Hellcat, you know. I mean, I went and made that purchase and everything, which I gave that away. The guy got it in the mail. He got his key tag, Mopar or no car key tag, so he was happy. I sent it Monday, so he got it like Wednesday or something, or Thursday. So he was happy, but I didn't win the damn thing. Some other guy won, so you know. Ironically, though, the guy who won the Hellcat has a Scat Pack, so I thought that was interesting. It wasn't me though. Damn it. Now he's giving away a Viper, so let's see if I can resist making another purchase to be one of the 349,000 entries. So on that 67 Nova SS, your grandpa got an entire new front end. Oh, sweet, sanded it down. Primer last week. Sweet. So you got a little project going on. That's awesome, man. Those are cool too. Really cool. That's right. Well, one man in his car fighting crime, ball snugging. Yeah, how did he even get in the car with those things on? And I couldn't go on a very long trip with that tight of jeans, man. Members only jacket. Those are like back in, like they're not as a, you can get money for those. So if you have any members only jackets laying around from the old days, they're worth money now. I think like the hipster guys like to wear them now. They're so cool that they can be uncool, that kind of attitude, you know. Carlos, what's up? Carlos Herrera. You're in the market for 392 Scat for personal experience. How does it stack up against the Camaro SS and the 50 GTs? It does just fine against both of those. You get a little newer on the SS and you have a little trouble. But it is a great car, so if you're in the market for, I don't think you'll be disappointed in the 392 Scat Pack at all. I think you'll be very happy. And against the older Camaros, it does really well. Against the older Mustang GTs, it does really well. So newer ones a little different, but it can be out racing everybody every day anyway. You get a little bit bigger car, a little more comfortable car, a little bit, in my opinion, more aggressive looking car, and a little. Definitely, I think the Challenger is going to get more attention from just people on the street. You have a school picture and a members only jacket. That's awesome. You think I need to make and sell those rim protectors for the spray tire shine? Yeah. Okay. There's companies that are making them. That might be something I could do. Hard to ship those big old things, though. That's the only problem. I could make one that folded up into like fourths or something. Back in your mullet days, yeah, I had some of my mullet too. That's coming back as well. So, you know, if you got your jacket, start growing the hair back. And I see kids around here, high school kids around here with mullets now all of a sudden. Apparently it's a thing. It's probably already back out again by this point. I couldn't grow it now. I don't have enough up front anymore. I shaved the whole thing, but I don't have to do too much shaving up in this area. There's not much left. There's just one little part here. I'd have the mullet with the skullet in the front. Sky One, what is up? Welcome back. What's going on, Sky? Got a nice little crew. Anybody watch the NASCAR race? I watched like 25 minutes or so. Not that into it. I don't know. I just can't get into it anymore. What's up, 180? The Tesla's been great. Everything's cool with that. It's had a couple of weird little. The other day, it locked her out of it. She left her phone inside, and it locked her out because it's supposed to not. It works off your phone, so instead of a key fob, and it's not supposed to be able to lock with the phone in there. But she was getting ready to go to work. She threw her purse in there with her phone in it. Got out to do something. The damn car locked, and it wouldn't let her back in. She didn't have her phone to unlock it. The key card was also in her wallet, which is in her purse. So luckily, I was home, so I just got on real quick and unlocked it. There's no keys or anything, so. And it's not supposed to do that, but it did it. So there is one little glitch. But other than that, it's been really, really great. The Tesla's been pretty awesome. Yeah, they'll sell you a key fob, but it's like a couple $100 or something. I can't remember. It's pretty expensive. It should come with a key fob. I don't like the whole the phone things. They act like it's so convenient, but it's really kind of a pain in the butt sometimes because as we all probably have experienced with our phones, sometimes they get glitchy and weird too, or apps don't work right. And when the Tesla app doesn't work right, you have to shut off the phone or restart it. Like, I just want to get in my damn car. I don't want to play around with my phone for 5 minutes. Yeah, she wasn't too happy. I think we were close to getting trading it in on something else that day. She was not thrilled. Yeah, they'll pick. You can have it. Ours won't, but some of them you can have them come to you and they'll. I have partial self-driving, which you don't use, just keeps you in the lane and all that stuff. Yeah, brick. The window's not cheap, so that's for sure. But yeah, that was weird because it's not supposed to do that at all, and it did it. Totally locked her out. Then we were talking like, what if she was at work and that happened? Her phone's and then she can't call me, or she's somewhere else. She can't call me to unlock it because I can unlock it from my phone anywhere in the world. But if she can't get a hold of me because her phone's locked, it's gonna be a problem. They just did an update like the night or something before that happened. So I'm wondering if that update that they did screwed something up. Yeah, there's so much tech in it that there's just things that once in a while go wrong. Of course, the Challenger has the same issue with the Uconnect. It has a lot of times when there's an update, then something weird, glitchy thing happens. One time as you guys have seen on the video, if you watched, my compass is reading the opposite of what it should. If I'm going north, it says I'm going south, and so on. Also, when daylight saving, when the fall back and spring forward and all that happens at the daylight savings times, it does the opposite that it should. So I have to set it by hand every time. It'll jump back 1 hour when you're supposed to spring forward. It'll spring forward 1 hour when you're supposed to jump back, which is really annoying. How that happened, I don't know. And then what else is it's had a few little weird things like that. I think after one of the updates, I came out the next day and the clock was reading completely wrong. It wasn't even close. It only took one break to make the window drop blind. Spencer says his dad's truck was broke down the other day and would not start for the life of it, and he had to resort to what it ended up being finally. Yeah, there's a force field. That would be cool, kind of, wouldn't it? Ow, my foot fell asleep. Oh. Yep. Yeah, sometimes you just got to start guessing and start narrowing it down to what it has to be this or it has to be that. And luckily, sometimes you get narrowed down to just a couple of things and figure out which one. But you raced a truck today? Did you win? My leg is asleep. My foot from like the ankle down is asleep. I had it up here on the chair with me and it fell asleep. Damn, we got 12 people. We're doing all right. Oh, you gave him a head start? Yes. I was going to. No, we don't have any. Well, the nearest supercharger to us here for Tesla is about 80 miles away. But we found that after getting the car, that's really not. I was always worried about that. Like, oh, where can we charge it? Charge. We charge it at home every day. So it's, you wake up every morning with a full, theoretically full tank, you know what I mean? A full charge. And we've used the superchargers maybe 4 or 5 times since we've had it. Oh no, I gotta see that. Traveling Robert did a little video on Nebraska. Cool, I gotta check that out. Traveling Robert. I think I tried to write that down. I keep forgetting to bring a damn pen in here. Oh no, so he had his truck, he had 2 things down at one, and the thing for his business. That's really bad when your business vehicle breaks down, then you got a real problem. No range anxiety, but we haven't really taken it on any long road trips other than, you know, a couple 100-mile road trips where we know we're going past the charger, we could charge it or whatever. But she was going to take it to Denver before all this virus stuff happened. I've told this story too, but right before they were going to leave Saturday and they shut down all the travel on Wednesday. But on that Saturday, they were going to leave. They were going to take the Tesla from here to Denver, which is about 400 miles, and she's going to have to stop and charge, and then charge again when she got there, and try to have a good enough charge when she got back from Ireland, you know, still in the car and all that other stuff. So it was a little bit of anxiety trying to figure all that out, although they plan it out for you. The car will tell you where to stop and how long to charge for to get to the next one or whatever the most logical. If you tell it where you want to go, it'll tell you the route to take, where to charge, for how long. It'll tell you how much you'll have left over when you get there and all that stuff. So it's not too bad. It's really not that bad. You really don't worry too much about superchargers unless you like to go on really long road trips all the time. And there's enough of them even out here in the middle of the country that you can pretty much go anywhere. You may have to take a little bit of different route somewhere to make sure you get to, like I said, the car will figure that out for you. Yeah, and you don't, like, if you're on a long trip, it won't usually have you fully charge. You know, you leave your house with a full charge, and then it'll tell you to stop like in 200 miles or 180 miles, charge for 10 minutes, which will give you plenty of charge to get another, you know. So they never really tell you to stop and charge for 45 minutes to get it all the way charged or whatever. It's always like a 10-minute stop here, and you drive for 3 more hours, and you got, you know, a 15-minute stop here, and then you drive for 3 hours, and you got so it's, you have to kind of check it out. It makes a lot of sense once you look at it. There's not a lot of really long stops for charge if you're like on a road trip. And they're always like at areas where there's restaurants, and so you can kind of, you know, you got to stop and eat anyway or whatever. It is definitely slow. I'm not going to lie. It would definitely be like if I had to take a regular car or the Tesla to go to California and I had to get there quick and it was like an emergency, I needed to go for something and I had to get there, that definitely wouldn't take the Tesla at this point. Maybe someday when there's infrastructure and all that for it is better. But if I was just going on a pleasure trip to go somewhere, I probably wouldn't be worried about it at all. It's going to take a little bit longer to get there, but Chad, did Sky flash the devil horns as he flew by? And then when you're sitting there charging, you can watch, you can get on Netflix or YouTube or whatever. And I know that it's still wasting time, but you have to just like, if you're not eating or something, you don't want to go to the restaurant, you don't want to go into the shopping area or whatever. You can sit there and turn on Netflix or YouTube or any of that stuff or some music or whatever you want to do and sit there. You can play games on the car, or, you can play video games. All that stuff's in there. So there's lots of entertainment. You can do karaoke. There's a piano thing now. You can play the piano. You can do there's like a Mario Kart type thing, only it's not really Mario Kart. It's a Tesla kart little guy. Anyway, it's just a lot of fun stuff to do. It's a cool car, but it's not the most convenient if you're in a hurry on a long trip. It's not going to be the most convenient. This guy, some girl tried to do you at a street light and you saw an unmarked 3. Oh yeah. Ooh, she got pulled over. Ouch. Yeah, you should have. So now I've tried to warn people a couple times, like, no, there's a cop. Don't do it. Don't do it. You got your Challenger RT instead. Yeah, I'm glad to have both, but yeah, in the old days, cop cars were supposed to stand out, so if you needed them in an emergency, you could find them. Now they try to make them as stealthy as they can, which is kind of wrong. I mean, if someone's looking for a cop in an emergency, they should be able to find them instead of wondering, is that a cop or You took a drive to the mall because they've been closed and there's weeds growing up. I bet you that's weird, huh? That's kind of weird to see that kind of stuff. Look like an abandoned place. If people left their car charging, I would go unplug it just to be in. That's really nice, Jack. There's some people like to park in front of the chargers on purpose so that you I don't know if they're trying to compensate for something that they lack in life or whatever, but they don't like people with electric cars, so they'll purposely park their big truck or something in the way of the chargers just so they can be a jerk. But a lot of places, you don't want to do that. In a lot of places, you'll get your car towed away and you get a big old fine and a bunch of other stuff. So, and if some guy like me needs to charge his car, you're going to have a really big problem. You might think that it's safe to pick on Tesla drivers, but you'd be mistaken. You heard on the police scanner, the cops looking for a challenger. They never got a move. The other day, there was some guy in a red V6 Mustang with, I don't know, it sounded like he had no exhaust on it at all. It was really obnoxious sounding. And he was just flying around town, up and down the streets and like the side streets, not just the main streets. He was going up, neighborhoods and stuff, just hauling ass and louder than hell. I don't know what his issue was, but everybody was talking about it. All the local people on Facebook were like, who's that guy in the red Mustang driving around like a maniac? And I was hoping everybody saw him, because a lot of people think for whatever reason, they think my car is a Mustang. And then I think if they hear this story about some guy in a red Mustang cruising around the streets really fast, they're going to think it was me. I hope not. I get that probably once a month. That's a nice Mustang. Or how do you like that Mustang? I don't have a Mustang. I would kick some ass. I'll take his truck. You got that installed yesterday? Cool. I have that other basically it does the same thing, but it's a different system. It's working pretty good. No check engine lights or anything like that. Yeah, they're both. There's like 2 or 3 different things you can do to. That's the popular one right now. I got mine from a guy named Joey Chino or something like that. On he makes them himself. Little system to keep them open, and it tricks the computer into thinking it's working. Oh, really? Cool. Damn, $40 not bad. I did mine myself. It was kind of a pain, but got it done. Looking for a bald guy in a scat pack. Super handsome. Did they say anything about handsome? Super extremely handsome bald guy in a scat pack? Who drinks Antifreeze. Peggy's sitting on her porch. Some asshole's making a lot of noise coming down the street, and it was a neon. Yeah, I could. I should keep a wig in the car in case someone. You need like a wig in the car, and you need one of those big magnetic business signs for the door. You just keep those in the trunk, and then if they're looking for a car like yours, you jump out and it says, you know, Joe's Real Estate or something. You know, slap that on the side, put the wig on. That's not him. Yeah, I'm sure that's what they said, Chad. Wig, and I'll put one of those giant 10-gallon cowboy hats, and some of those horns, longhorn horns for the front of the car. They'll never make the connection. When I had my stock mufflers taken off, the guy showed me that there's basically not much to the stock ones. I have them still out in the garage, as a matter of fact, but yeah, there's nothing to them. They just pretty much flow through, but there's still a big sound difference with the other mufflers I put on there. I'm wondering about deleting the resonators in the back. I don't know if it would be too obnoxious or not. Because once you get a little bit different sound, a little bit louder, then that gets boring after a while, and you want a little bit more. I've been thinking about maybe doing that, but I don't know. To me, it's not loud anymore. It is loud, but to me, it's not. Get all yours on, just the best ones. Cool. Yeah, that's right, Chad. Rich oil tycoon. I look like a rich oil tycoon, pretty much. It's nice to be back in here on a Sunday. Last week I was in Newton, Kansas, and then I think I was here the week before, wasn't I? But then I missed a couple before that or something. I don't remember. And then all week this week I was like, well, maybe today I'll do a live stream, but I never got to it. And I got, like I said, I worked overtime and everything, so which is rare. I'm happy to have it because we were really, really slow. So it was nice to get some overtime. Not much overtime, but I did go into overtime a little bit. I've been to Kansas City and a couple times, Newton, Kansas a couple times, and yesterday I was in a bunch of little towns, Fairbury, Nebraska, and a bunch of other little towns running around with this one crew, moving them around. Oh, you're moving, looking at houses. Cool. It's kind of fun to look at. The moving part is not fun, but the looking at houses part is pretty cool. Sometimes I just figure I'll stay in one place forever. Never have to move again. Oh, you have a layoff coming? Uh-oh. We were talking about moving today, deciding whether we want to move or stay here, and if we do want to move, where the hell do we want to go? Oh, so your wife got a new job. You want to move closer to where she works? That's cool. Yeah, house prices are in this part of the country. They're not, but they're going up here too. Actually, the last time I've been looking around, even around here, I was like, wow, there's starting to be some prices on the houses here. But the housing here, like look up Superior, Nebraska, it's crazy. Depending on where you're in the country, most places are really, really crazy. Like where I moved from, Colorado Springs, it's nuts now. You can't get anything. Yeah, good luck finding a house. Hopefully you found the perfect house. And yeah, there's a bunch of railroad guys getting laid off or whatever they call it. Yeah, there's a lot of places where $500,000 doesn't get you anything. That's insane. That's hard to believe. There was a time not that long ago when $500,000 to get you in most areas of the country would get you a, beautiful, nice house. Yeah, $500,000, Chad. Same here. $500,000 where I live right now would be. There's no $500,000 houses here. I mean, I think there might be some $300,000 houses here, the really, really nice ones here. But again, I live in the middle of nowhere. There's no work here. There's nothing to attract someone to want to live here. That's why the houses are so cheap. You can get a livable house here for like 30 grand. If you were like a single guy, you just wanted a small, little nice house, 1 or 2 bedrooms and a kitchen and a living room, and a nice older house, but it wouldn't be a dump. You could probably get one for like 30 or 40. Yeah, in this town, there's lots of people who have cars worth more than their houses. And cars cost more here because we do have some nice houses here too. But I mean, like I'm talking like 300,000, not $500,000 or $1,000,000. So a lot of people, they go out and you see that new car in their driveway, and you're thinking, well, they just bought a $68,000 car, and their house is probably $35,000 house. Wow, 2-bedroom townhouse for 430. I wouldn't mind a town. I'm not a big yard guy. I wouldn't mind a townhouse as long as I had like a little back porch or balcony thing or something to cook out on. And the other issue with that would be my noisy vehicles and that kind of thing. That wouldn't fly in a townhome situation at all. It's bad enough in a regular neighborhood. Yeah, I know. Can you imagine that, Chad? Paying $4,000 a month for a house payment or $5,000, but whatever. That's insane. And then property taxes on that. This guy says you love the little house that you're in now out in the country and you might rent it. This guy's house has 6 kitchens. That's the other thing. If we talk about moving here, we talk about moving to another state or something, but I'm just like, where the hell are we going to go? We're going to be in shock when we go to look at houses. And we've looked around online at houses in different areas. I was looking at like Little Rock, Arkansas, Lubbock, Texas, and other places down in Texas. And there's some, but you start looking, and the price range that we'd be looking at are, you can kind of tell the pictures are like they're trying to show the good parts really, really strong, and you get the idea that it might be like a really scary neighborhood because I don't know the area. So wow. I have an uncle up north in Seattle that put his house up for sale, $825,000. Whew. I can remember my parents they had a house built in Colorado Springs in 1978. Decent house, 4 bedroom, 2 bath, bi-level, in a nice neighborhood. It was a new neighborhood. They were building houses. And I think it was, I want to say $42,000. And then I think my parents broke up a few years later and they sold it, and we moved into some different places. But I think they sold it for, God, I think it was like 80 or something when they sold it. So it was actually like pretty good that they made, quite a bit of money on it and everything. But well, after only a few years. But now that house, I probably, God knows what it would be in Colorado Springs. I hate to think what it would cost. Yeah, real estate can be good, man, if you can get into it and hang on to it for a while. Of course, you got to account for all the taxes. You got to account for the upkeep and the repairs, and they cost money. Sometimes when things start going wrong around the house, you start wishing you were a renter. The roof starts leaking, or the foundation starts looking weird, or all those little things, that can happen. But no, wouldn't be too bad to be a renter right now and have someone else have to worry about this instead of me. Yeah, Sky, you were saying that I'm interested in doing some of that. I don't really know what I'm doing though, and I've always wanted to learn, and I would love to do something like that. I'm kind of a risky person. I'd be up for it. His wife's new house looks like the mansion that Magnum PI lived in. Wow. Trying to remember exactly what I didn't watch that show a lot, but I mean, obviously I know of the show. I'm trying to think what it looked like. Remember Magnum PI's Ferrari. Yeah, Betty, I hear you. Areas going downhill. It doesn't affect your property tax, does it? They still want their money. She did have a Doberman, no Ferrari, but a Doberman. Well, hell. That was the end of my antifreeze. People tripled their money from the whole Corona thing, everything crashing and coming back up and all that. Yeah. I don't like to gamble like at casinos and that kind of thing, but I wouldn't mind. Yep, I can get as hot or as cold as we need. I'm all set. I've filled up, flushed the system, put in new coolant. And I'm on deck is this. I always have 2 drinks when I do my stream. So next up is the bubbly sparkling water. Straw. Oh no, cranberry this time. I had strawberry. I think I drank all the strawberry. Yeah, Sky is talking about everybody being behind on so many people being behind on their payments and taxes and everything else. Well, I think taxes are letting slide for now anyway, but even if they let all this stuff slide, at some point it's got to be paid back. So there is going to be a lot of huge repos, and it's going to be I guess it'll be a good opportunity for people who can snap some of those up at a good price. Wonder if there'll be any repoed Hellcat Challengers out there. I'm sure there will be. Well, JCPenney filed Chapter 11 the other day, or whatever, whichever chapter. I guess it was 11. Yeah, after all these years, yeah, it hurts, and there's going to be a lot of. Yep. Yeah, there's going to probably be a lot of cars for sale, a lot of bank selling cars, and auctions, and yeah, Chad. I know I saw something about that, but I mean, they've probably been doing it anyway. But yeah, now they can officially do it, or that they will be they if it all goes through or whatever. Well, if you look at all of our cars and stuff, they keep track of everything you how fast you've gone and all that other stuff. And if at some point you could be in court and have your car, the data from your car, be used against you. Look what's going on right now. I mean, the stuff that came out in the last couple of weeks about the that we already knew anyway. But I mean, they set somebody up and make them look, trick them into lying about stuff and spying on everybody. And if the government wants to spy on you and they get a warrant to spy on you, they automatically have the right to spy on everybody that you are contacting. So if they got a warrant out to listen to my phone calls and you guys all call me, they are able to now like listen to all your phone calls because you were talking to me. Therefore, they need to investigate you now. So if you think about that, it's like this giant spider web that's never ending. So everybody, basically they can spy on anybody they want because they can find a connection between just about anything. We got people being thrown in prison for nothing because they're on the wrong side of the political aisle. It's crazy. We got judges that are making their judgments based around politics instead of based around the law, which is not how it's supposed to work. The government will find a warrant in your browser history. Yeah, think of all the stuff you've ever searched for in your life. I mean, it might not even have been anything. You could search. There's a million things that could make that could look really bad if like that wasn't my intention. I wasn't trying to like. I wasn't going to plan on blowing up any buildings or anything. But at one time, 17 years ago, I searched for, you know, yeah, speed in Mexico. Get you. gay, gay Asian little person government porn site. You're screwed. Well, I saw a picture online the other day. There was a guy, he bought I forget what game system it was, but from eBay. And when he got it, it had a disc with gay midget or just midget porn on it. It's like a little bonus with my eBay purchase here. It had a DVD of midget porn. uh, Anti-government. Hey, Z Outlaw SS, what's going on, man? How you doing? We're talking about midget porn mostly. Gay Asian little person government anti-government porn. He came in just in time. Like, well, I gotta go now. No. Camaro guy. Everybody check out Z Outlaw's channel. I got all these. I got an update on my Windows update, and I forgot to turn off the. I always turn off the little notifications because they drive me crazy, and I forgot to turn them off after the update the other day, and they're popping up on the screen right now. Damn it. Did you really get COVID-19, Ziala? Oh yeah, Duck Hunter on the Nintendo's fun, man. Yeah, those gold games are cool. Damn, quarantine entire. Sheesh, that's crazy, man. So is it like really horrible? Is it like a regular flu, or is it like way worse? I've been falling behind. I've been so busy working, I haven't watched anybody's videos, so I don't know what's going on. Damn, that's crazy. Hard time breathing. I hear a lot of people say the worst part's the hard time breathing. I guess if you're old and already, compromised and stuff, that you're already having a hard time breathing, and that would really make it. Those are the people that really struck hard by it. Damn. Chad, you schooled the kid in duck hunt and tell him to practice and call you back when he's ready to have a real competition. Oh, cool. So you got an inhaler. Nice. Man, that's pretty scary. Wow. It's terrible. Well, I'm glad it's like you're going to be okay, though. So, damn. Yeah, Becky's been not feeling well for a really long time without any indication of what it might be. Damn. Stop getting messages. I hate when you get Windows updates and they can't just leave your computer the way you left it. Why has you got to turn everything back on again? Jeez. Yeah, the virus can attack different parts of the body. I've read about this stuff and heard about it. I was listening to all this stuff on the radio. It can do all kinds of things to you depending on what you're already prone to, and if you already have issues, it almost knows like to attack certain areas that you already are having issues with or whatever. Hmm. Yeah, there are a few children. In general, it looks like not a lot of kids are getting it, but probably just because they're, well, I don't know. Yeah, Chad, did you down? Did you pick the gun up and spike it? So three of the 7 people in the house had it, huh? Or have it. Those are gone 7 days after we're able to go back out again. Wow. Damn. 3 out of the 7 have it. It's kind of a miracle that everyone doesn't have it, or maybe they, you'd think being in the same house would be almost impossible to not catch it from each other. Chad. No loss of smell, huh? God, that's scary shit. God damn. I mean, where Kim works, there's like been 20 or 30 or 40, I don't remember how many cases. She works at the office in a meat packing plant, and a lot of the people in the other areas of the plant have it. A lot of them have had it, gone home, been sick, and come back to work already. And she's been tested. She gets her, she got tested the other day and she was negative, but she also has to, they hit you with the temperature tester when you get to work every day. Every time you come in or out, I guess they make sure you don't have a fever. So she took the test. She said the test was pretty damn miserable. So far the flu is way worse than this. I'm able to still do what I do on YouTube. Or if I had the flu, I would be in the bed. Yeah, I mean, I've had a couple of flus where I was literally in bed, couldn't move almost. And last time I had the flu was in 2010, I think, when I had an actual flu, and I lost like, it didn't hurt me any. I lost like 17 pounds over like 4 days. Yeah, she said they stick that thing in like straight. She said I didn't realize you could go that far back. So I don't know. I don't want to experience it. Demonology head coach. Go. He got it. He's in the high risk. Damn. It's crazy stuff, man. Crazy world. Chad, you bet your employer will use rectal. If I do, if I'm working with BNSF, I have to wear a mask. If I'm working with Union Pacific, I don't have to wear a mask. Speaking of that, I lost one of my masks. I got to figure out where it's at. I have one that I can use, but I don't like it very much. The one I like, of course, turned up missing. I think I complained about this chair last time. They took my good chair out of here and put it in the living. We have a little computer desk out by the living room, and they used it out there. And I've got this old crappy one. It's kicking my butt. Traveling Roberts. I've got to see that. I definitely will check that out. I'll put it in my phone. That way, I won't forget in an hour when I'm out there looking for it and go, what was the name again? Traveling Roberts. Traveling Roberts, Nebraska video. All right. Cool. I will check it out. Chad. Oh God. BNSF gave you a mask. It looks like I can't even read it without laughing, dude. It looks like it kind of smells funny. Oh my god. Oh, I'm gonna gag. uh, we had a coworker who I don't even know because we're a lot of people in the company are in other cities and stuff. I don't even know them, but they made everybody in the company a mask, which I like the way it looks. It's nice and I like everything, except it's just got these two big tie straps in the back that you have to tie. And if I'm driving, they start to come loose, and I can't be messing with them trying to tighten them up when I'm driving, obviously. So I have another kind that has the just the elastic and everything. It's more of a medical looking kind. Got the little metal thing to push around your nose to shape it, but I can't find it. I need to get another one anyway, but it smells like cheese and onions. Ah! Ugh! Ugh! So with one railroad, have to wear them. With other railroad, we don't. And I don't wear one if I don't have to. I'm not anti-mask. I'm not like anybody, But if I don't have to, I'm not. I'll just. It's just not. I don't think that it helps. I'm not a doctor or anything, but I just don't see how it could be that helpful. It could help, I guess, if you were sneezing and coughing to keep your own crap from flying all over other people and into the air and all that. But if I was sneezing and coughing, I wouldn't go to work. I have to drive a lot of ways to where I like the railroad here in town is just a tiny little shack, and they just kind of come through here. But I drive to other bigger cities, and that's why I'm gone driving all the time, hauling people all over the 3 states here: Nebraska, Kansas, and Missouri. You're not going to infect anyone at this point. No master street cluster. Yeah, we had one. I don't know him, but I heard there's a guy in the company who just couldn't wear it, so he's off work because he just couldn't. He couldn't do it. He can't. He freaks out having the mask on. So I don't like it because I wear my glasses when I drive, and it tends to fog them up, which is a little bit hard when you're driving, but I'm getting used to it. Yeah, some of the good ones are hard to breathe through. The ones you can breathe through probably aren't doing a hell of a lot of good. There's debate out there whether they're doing any good, so I don't know. But I do see the point where like it may not stop you from breathing in somebody else's crap, but I guess it could contain your own if you're coughing and sneezing and all that. But like I say, if you're coughing and sneezing at this point right now, you should be going to work. I was starting to get a cough or a sneeze. I'm probably not going to go risk giving it to anybody else just in case until I find out for sure what I got going on there. I mean, everybody coughs, but what difference between having a little bit of my throat's irritated, and damn, I've been coughing all day and I can't stop. There's a big difference. My sister is a nurse. She works in a hospital, and I won't even say where, but she, I don't know. There's so much phony crap going on with this. They're trying to act like they are low on supplies and masks and all this stuff that they need for this, and they're not. They have way more than they'll ever need supplies and everything. Yet they're trying to put this message out there that they don't have enough, and it's driving her crazy. And she's really irritated, but she's afraid to speak out too much about it. So it's kind of weird. Damn. So yeah, I've heard that you can't take a deep breath and hold it in. They said that's a good test. If you can take a deep breath and hold it in. If you can't, I worry about my oldest daughter's type 1 diabetic, so she could, and she's down in San Antonio, and she works in the grocery store, in the bakery at a grocery store. So I worry about her because her immune system is compromised. The type 1 diabetes is an immune system issue, actually. So type 1 is, if you guys don't know the difference, there's two completely different types of diabetes. There's type 1, which you're basically born with. It may not appear until you're older. Up until you're about 20, it could appear, but you're born with it. It's in your DNA. You're going to get it no matter what. And your pancreas eventually stops making insulin altogether. That's type 1. Type 2, you can basically give it to yourself by being out of shape and drinking too much and not eating right, all that kind of stuff in old age. Type 1 is, you're doomed. You could be a marathon runner who eats nothing but the best food and all that. If you have type 1, you have type 1. There's nothing you can do about it. You can't prevent it, and you can't cause it. So it wouldn't be so when you have the COVID-19, wouldn't be a good time to smoke a joint or anything, probably. You can't hold it in. Don't smoke a bowl. You've been drinking beer the entire time? I probably would do that if I had it. I'd probably have someone bring me a bottle of leave me a bottle of something on the porch for me to make some mixed drinks with. Chad did inhale. Yeah, me too. Yeah, your warm beer cures. If you drink enough alcohol, that'll kill the. If you get your blood alcohol level up to a certain point, it should knock it right out. Oh, we talked about this before too, but think of this happening, 25 years ago or more. The lack of internet and all the million ways to entertain ourselves without leaving the house we have now. The cell phones, your laptop, your internet, all the Netflix and cable and satellite, you name it. You can go on all day, video games and everything. But think about that before all that stuff, you'd go crazy. Nature's disinfectant. Everybody get wasted. Pass out bottles of Everclear to each household. If you start to feel at all sick, do about 4 or 5 shots of that. You probably wake up. You'll go to sleep, but you'll wake up fine with a headache. But the worst thing is you're stuck with your ex-wife in the house and to go to people for the rest. That would probably get people, no matter how much you like other people or whatever, being stuck with them for that much time. You all gotta keep in mind that you got to get along and that everybody does annoying things, including yourself. And I got my check the other day. I got 2 checks, as a matter of fact. I got some student loan money back. The crazy gamer, what's up? Yeah, as y'all, we think about you, man, and hopefully everyone in the house is okay. I mean, I think you will be. Uh-oh, you ate a banana that was supposed to be safe. Well, if someone's saving a banana for banana bread, they ought to make it clear, like put a note on it or something like, don't eat this banana. If I have something in the house that I don't want anybody else to eat, I make sure that there's a note that says this is mine, or I'm saving this for something, or because then if they do eat it and I didn't say nothing, I can't get mad about that. They're just everyone's got to eat. Yeah, I got paper checks because I didn't have a direct deposit because I wasn't getting anything back anyway. So since I didn't have a direct deposit set up for the IRS or whatever, because I don't get money back anyway, I had to wait for a paper check, which I didn't really care. Assumed it was coming at some point, and it came. I think a lot of people's must have come. I went through Marysville, Kansas, the day before yesterday. Yeah, Friday, and the Walmart looked like it was December 23rd. I never seen that. I pulled in there accidentally because I was going to use the restroom and maybe buy a soda on my way out, and I pulled in my work van, and as soon as I turned in, I looked up. I was like, "What?" I didn't end up going in. I could barely drive through the parking lot. There was not a parking space. The place was packed full of people. So I'm assuming it's got something to do with a bunch of people getting those checks. As the outlaw, did you settle the custody battle for the garage? That's right. That's you still have the back room. It's a crazy game where you got new exhaust for your 68 Plymouth Road. Oh, sweet. Awesome. Damn, 68 Plymouth Roadrunner. Nice. I have a few things around here. Like I have a big I get big jars of peanut butter and I write my name on the top, not because I have to have all of it, but because I will get a spoonful of it and eat it, and then sometimes I'll stick it in there again. So that's just to let everybody know that's Joe's, and then unless you want to eat something that I stuck my spoon in twice, you probably don't want to eat this. That's the only time I put my name on. Like the only time, that's only one of my foods that is like just mine. Nobody touch it. Also, I have some Red Bulls, sugar-free Red Bulls in the back of the fridge, and those are for if I get called out at 2, 3, 4 in the morning, and I'm tired and I got to go work. I grab a couple of those, take them with me. So those are kind of mine. Everything else is up for grabs, though. Panther Pink 74 Barracuda. You don't see too much of that around. You don't see the Panther Pink much. Oh, yeah. Got some thumbs up there. All right. Keep them coming. My channel's suffering, man. Again, my views are so terrible. Most of that's my fault, but some of it I think is falling out of the algorithm, not getting suggested to anybody. A weird thing happened earlier today. I hadn't everything shut down since yesterday. I got on earlier today, got on YouTube, and I went through my where they show you the stuff that they think you want to watch. And it was, we should do a Zoom. But anyway, they show you the stuff that they want to watch or that they think you want to watch, normal stuff that I usually watch. So my feed thing or whatever you want to call it would normally be filled with car stuff and, other car channels, heavy metal stuff, and maybe a few sports things and a couple other things I'm into. I do some, meditation and stuff like that. That was normally what the whole thing was, just nothing but videos about staying at home and like how to stay in shape while staying at home, how to not leave the house and not go crazy, how to all these meals to cook while you're staying home and don't leave the house. And here's why. And the whole thing, there was not a single video on there that wasn't something about, this whole thing. And it was like, what the hell is going on here? This is weird. And as the day went by, it kind of started to filter through, and it kind of looks back to normal somewhat now. I jumped onto Kim's on her computer and jumped on her YouTube to see what her thing looked like, and hers was similar. It wasn't quite as bad as mine. It wasn't quite as filled with that stuff as mine was, but she still had about half of it was stuff like that. It's kind of creepy, like they're trying to, like, here's what we think you should be watching. Here's a suggestion of 60 different quarantine type videos of what to do while you're quarantined. It's like, whew, strange. I have to admit, I've never done like one of those Zoom type things or any of the video. I have to figure some of that stuff out. I assume it can't be too hard. I don't usually run into too many things I can't figure out, so I shouldn't say that. I'm getting old though. I'm telling you, it really gave me the creeps. I turned it on and I was like, I had to look over in the corner. I said, "Is this my?" I thought maybe I got signed out of. I thought maybe I had signed out or something. So I looked up and they're like, "No, that's me. There's my little logo thing in my little picture in the corner. That's me. I am on my. This is my YouTube account. What is going on here?" There was not a single thing that I watch on there. It was all COVID-19 stuff, staying home, cooking at home, exercising at home, making arts and crafts at home, don't go crazy staying home, how to work from home. And it was like, what in the hell is going on? It really gave me I did not feel good about that. Becky said a few people subscribe to your channel and you don't have you don't have a channel. You don't have videos. Yeah, I saw you were going to be doing that, ZLA. That's cool. Roy flows easily. Chad's in rare form again tonight. He's always making us laugh. Well, I wish a few people would subscribe to my channel. I've been creeping up there. Like I've been between 3,500 and 4,000 for months and months. It's just barely, like, I get a few every week. It's just barely climbing a little bit. I need something to happen. I need to, I don't know. I can't go buy a Lamborghini or anything. I'm not going to jump my car over a river and crash it. I got to come up with something. I got to get lucky and get some good video of something interesting. I got to be at the right place at the right time. You've been self-medicating with some brewskis. Yeah, we need some more controversy. Those videos did good. I did good on that. My biggest video ever was when what's his name got arrested. Family Cruising got arrested. I just got lucky and was the first one to put a video out about it. So it's either my first or second biggest video ever. That was the biggest month of earnings I ever had. I made like $500 off that one video, which was nice. I have not seen much of his videos lately. I really don't even know what he's up to anymore. Tall guy. Yeah, snuff. for a few minutes till YouTube finds out and it kicks me off. You try to get your ex to sub, but he's pissed because you never let him drive your car. I thought about asking some of the cops around here to take a picture with me. I just need a good picture of it. The only time I've been pulled over since I've even had the car, I didn't get pulled over in the Challenger. I got pulled over in the Toyota Prius of all things because I drove out of a parking lot with my lights out. He thought I was drinking. I wasn't. I just pulled out of a really bright parking lot where it looked like daytime, and I not used to driving that car. And the Challenger, they come on and off automatically. The Prius, they don't. And I drove out, and it took me about a block before I realized something looks funny. It's not bright out here. And the other thing on the dashboard of the Prius, it's all lit up all the time, 24/7, whether you get your lights on or not. So you can't. That doesn't give you any signal that there's no lights. Anyway, he pulled me over. It was like a Saturday night or Friday night. I think he thought I was drinking. Once he realized I wasn't, he just said, "Hey man, your lights aren't on," and let me go. So that's the only. I got a picture of it through the mirror, but that's the only time I've been pulled over. I shouldn't say that. Knock on wood. I don't want to get pulled over. Well, John Black, what's going on? Oh, your son wants to trade his 2015 Scat Pack for a Hellcat. Oh yeah, I told him hold on because interest rates may drop and car prices may drop. They'll probably be getting ready to do some good deals if things don't change real quick here. I think they already are, kind of, but I think there's already some pretty killer deals out there. But if I have to see any more of these, every commercial now is like, "Oh, we're here to help. We're all in this together." Blah 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 blah. Oh my god! Can we just have normal commercials again, please? Hell, the car companies are so thoughtful, and no matter what the product is, they somehow relate it to the situation that's going on and how they're here to help. Our turkey baster company is here to help. Yeah, there we go. That's a good idea, Sky. Hey, take care, as the outlaw. Get well, and hopefully the family's all good. I'm sure they will be. Just don't go crazy. That's the main thing. It's going to be rough. You'll be okay. You got lots of entertainment, and thank God it's 2020 when this happened, and not 1980 or something, or 90 even. Chad, yeah, I want the no payments for a 6-year plan too. I want the no payments until like the week before I die payment plan. That's what I want. When we bought the Tesla, there was no, you know, how usually when you buy a car, you got like a month or 2 months before you actually make a payment. The Tesla was like, the first payment was due like 20 days after we got it. Like, start paying. There you go. Which was fine, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it comes out the same in the end. But take care, man. Get well. The family will get well, and everything will be back to normal before we know it. Everybody will be out having fun. And everybody's going to come to Superior, Nebraska and stay at my house. And we're going to have this huge party with a bunch of loud cars out front and drive the whole town crazy. We're going to do a town takeover. Watch The Wild Ones. It's an old movie with Marlon Brando about the motorcycle gang taking over a town. We can do that only with cars. We'll do that here in Superior, Nebraska. It'll be great. Your house is almost paid off, and your wife's car is almost paid off. Cool. We got the Challenger paid off, but we still working on the Tesla. It'll be a while. Yeah, I know. How are they doing these commercials? I see some of them where they're having people make their own little piece of the commercial and sending them in. But yeah, no matter what the product, it's like, we're here for you. We're all in this together. We're such and such company is here for you. And 4 more payments on your car. Nice, Becky. It's a good feeling when you get them done. And it's yours. It's actually yours then. I always see these videos of people getting their car taken back, for not paying, and they're like, "That's my car, that's my car," and you're like, "No, it's not. It's not your car until you've paid for the whole thing. They're letting you use it while you pay for it." Well, we're at an hour and a half, guys. I think we'll go ahead and get ready to get out of here. Hopefully I can get some sleep. I hope I don't get called tonight. I need to. I don't mind, but I need to sleep. And I'm not good at saying no. Where we can say no anytime we want when they call us for a trip or a job or whatever you want to call it. I can turn them down if I want to, but I just always say yes. So I could be up for 26 hours and get a call to go on a 10-hour trip, and I'm like, oh, okay. I just figure, well, there's caffeine in the world. I can make this work. Yeah, we're here to help. Now give us all your money. Such and such bank is here to help. This car company is here to help. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad I have to work. I like to work. I want to be. I don't want to be in the house. I have no desire to be in the house. And if they told me I had to stay in the house, I'd probably get arrested because I'm not staying in the house. So I'd rather be out working. But yeah, I mean, well, I mean, those millionaires, they made their money, so I get it. But you got these tyrannical politicians in some states, governors telling people they can't do anything, arresting people, taking away their licenses for trying to make money. Like, do they think that just people can just not work and cannot make any money and they're just going to be fine? I mean, you got to feed your kids, you got to pay for the utility bill and the house payment, and you got to have food on the table, and you got to have water, and they don't get it. We don't shut down our life because of a virus. If we get it, unfortunately, we get it, and you got to use common sense or whatever. But yeah, you work from your car, so so I can work from the Tesla. See, I can't. I drive. That's my job. So there's no working. Only I can work from home for my videos and eBay stuff and other stuff that I do. But which I would wish I could eventually make something. One of those things be my actual job. But yeah, they're letting prisoners out who are not committing more crimes, and it's nuts. Yeah, they're put you in jail. The whole thing. Some of it just makes zero sense. Why can't a person go get a haircut? As long as you can wear the masks, you can make sure there's only one person in the salon at a time or whatever. You got to wait your turn. You got to have an appointment. You can't go in until they come out and call you in. There's a million ways to make it safer. You don't got to just tell people they got to close down. But then you drive by Walmart like I did Friday, and the place was absolutely packed. I'm not exaggerating. There was nowhere to park a car. It looked like 2 days before Christmas. But then the mom and pop store down the street, they have to be closed for some reason. It's not fair. And I'm not anti-Walmart. I'm not complaining about Walmart. I'm just saying that all businesses should be allowed to be open, no matter how big or how small. It's up to each individual person to be careful and to take care of themselves and to respect others and to do all that stuff. We can't make these laws where nobody can leave. Anyway, that's the end of my political rant, and I shall exit the chat now and the live stream. Take care, guys. Becky, Sky, John, everybody, Chad, everybody's here and been here and gone and come back, and everybody. And about half and half, Sky, at the Walmart. I didn't go in, like I said, I couldn't, but I was in one. We were at Walmart last weekend, I think, or the week before. I can't remember now. And it was about half and half. I thought we had to wear one, so I had one on. And as I walked up, the sign said, we recommend or whatever that you wear one, but you don't have to. So I did take mine off. Good night, everybody. Be good. Take care, and I'll see you soon. And hang in there, guys. One day closer to normal, so we'll be normal soon. I hope. I think we'll be getting closer anyway. Things are starting to happen. There was an actual NASCAR race today, so that's a good sign. Take care, everybody. Good night. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. I appreciate it.